Satisfy your need for happiness through your own curiosity with the Ranveer Show. So let's have a larger conversation here, okay, about content and community, because this is just a theoretical thing I've heard from a lot of people, and I don't see that really happening in India right now other than with a few brands. So every brand says build your own community and then monetize it, but I don't actually see too much of that happening. Okay, now parallelly, going back to a conversation about how you scaled your business, you said that one of your main marketing angles is that you have an active community.
No. Yes and no. Developing a community is not the role of marketing. It helps, marketing helps, but we have a very strong community because of development. Because we are open source, so people can download and modify our software. So even students in universities, their teacher organize course on Odoo, and they go on GitHub. So they collaborate with us on GitHub. They make what we call pull requests. So they propose feature, they develop new feature on the software, they propose to us. We have a community because we collaborate together to build something. You don't build a community just with marketing. That's not community. That's segment of a market's customer segment, but it's not marketing. Marketing is something where we do something together. And doing something, the community, is about doing something together. We have a very strong community. We have two types of community, partners and community who are not who don't even have a contract with us. But the community works because they are generating revenues from Odoo. Not because we market to them. And so they depend on us. We work together. They develop new features for us because these communities are developers or partner or consultant who sell service on Odoo. And it's a big ecosystem. One thing people misunderstood usually with Odoo is that they think, okay, it's a company of 4,000 people. The reality is not that. Odoo is an ecosystem with 200,000 people whose full-time job is to work on Odoo. Selling, developing, or doing consulting only. And that is a community. When your people rely on your products because it's their life or their work, that becomes a community of fans. And the way you behave with them, we collaborate with them. So we develop together on the same feature. They can have the source code of our product, improve things, send back to us for feedback. That's a community organization. Marketing is not. Marketing is customer segment.
What is the purpose of the content you're creating?
Helping this community. So it's about teaching, educating. It's not about marketing. It's not about selling. It's about making them become smarter and better.
So that actually then they can loop back into adding value.
Because if they are smarter and better, they will sell more Odoo service and then I will get revenues. But it's all about them. It's not about us. It's something a lot of companies miss in marketing is that it's all about your people. It's not about you.
Content as a skill, does it have a role to play in the future of worldwide businesses?
Oh, for sure.
It's an important skill to be able
more and more. I mean, look at influencer marketing. It's exploding. Content everywhere is exploding. And there are some areas where it's very well behind. So like B2C is very mature. There are a lot of influencer marketing in B2C. B2B, there's barely nothing. It's very limited. So it's like we are the very beginning of B2B marketing on content, whether it's video or podcast or whatever. It's very early days, I would say. It's more mature in B2C. So it means that we still have a few years of strong growth on this market because of that. Because of the B2B would only start to address this.
If one has content related skills like editing, okay, if someone's a very good editor, very good content creator, you would hire that person.
Yes.
And would other international businesses also hire these kind of people?
Yeah, you don't need a lot. So for instance, at Odoo, over 4,000 people, I have 7 who do, because it's not a core business. You would work for a content company, that would be totally different. But despite everything we do in marketing, we have 7 out of 4,000 people who do content editing.
Got it.
Whether it's audio, video. We have more designers. Designers, we have a lot. Designer, I think we have 70, something around 70, because we offer that as a service for our client. Because we have an app which is a website builder. And it's part of our service to say, you want to improve the design, we can also do service on top of the website builder.
You know Naval Ravikant?
No.
He's a big tech influencer on Twitter, and he's very big in America. So he has a saying, and he's very respected in the tech community in America especially, but also India now. He said that if you know how to code, or if you know how to create good quality of content, then it's likely that you will make money in the future.
Oh, yes.
Code, everyone understands, like how you can make money. But do you agree with the content side of things, that if you know how to make good quality content?
It gets more difficult. I think in the early days, a lot of successful artists or content creator that we started 5-10 years ago, it was much easier. Today, it's more difficult, but it's still true. The very good best guys, but it's a bit, I believe it's a bit like a sport. Only the top succeed to go out of the crowd.
Yeah, true. You're talking about content creation, right?
Yes.
You're not talking about content.
Only the few percentage that are extremely good will make it a big business.
Have you ever thought of what makes those few very good? Like in your eyes, what makes a good content creator? I'm
not a good content consumer, so I don't know. Fair. I don't watch that much things.
So fair to say that in your eyes, it's just numbers. The guys, because I'm assuming that that's usually.
Let's speak about Odoo, because I have a big content team, but for Odoo, we serve a different purpose. It's not about views; it's about helping others. But still, views are useful for us. For me, it's about educating. So the viewer should learn something, should have fun while he learns, but he should be better after having viewed the videos. I'm not so much about entertainment. There is a big business on entertainment, but as a company, what I really like is when we provide value. I used to say that developers, they create value. They create the value in the product. Marketing or content, they create the perception of the value. You can create the best value you want. If people don't understand it, it's not a value because they won't use it. So you need both.
What have you picked up about content creation today?
A podcast or interview show is similar to what we used to do in Europe. I feel like it's the same kind of discussion.
Like you've done a podcast in Europe?
Yes, big ones, yeah.
Okay. And they've asked you similar questions?
No, not similar question, but the ideas are the same. If we have to be open, have a good discussions, what interests people are the same, I think. They want to learn, have fun.
How do I expand in Europe as a content creator?
I think you are better at your job than me. Huh? I think you better know than me.
How do I reach you as a viewer? How can more European people who are in positions of power get to know that I exist? Maybe a way I'll rephrase that question is, what do you guys need in terms of content?
I think that content creator, it's like product. It's something you build on the long term. You have to start small and acquire. There is no magic formula of how can I get 1 million views directly. It doesn't work that way. You have to build, improve, adapt to the audience. And it's because you do it for 5 to 10 years that it starts to get big. The audience in Europe, for instance, or in America, it's difficult because the largest B2B YouTube channel in Belgium is 20,000 subscribers. Wow. So you as an Indian, you will be probably very frustrated in Europe. In Belgium, in France, it's a little bit bigger, but still, we are not talking about the same number of viewers.
How do you look at the future of social media from your global perspective?
For Odoo as a brand, it's great. It's a way to educate people where they are. Some are on Instagram, on YouTube, but it's a way for us to distribute education and explain and teach to our community. So in a way, it's very good. It's good.
What do you think is the future of social media in the world? Have you ever thought of this?
No, I've never thought about this. I think it's bad for kids. So I'm not sure the future is... maybe, I don't know if you are at the top or if it will continue growing in terms of value it provides to humanity. Because obviously there is some drawbacks to it. The IQ... since we measure IQ like 100 something years, has always increased. And there are a lot of people who have an IQ superior to Einstein today. It always increased. Over the past 5 or 10 years, I don't know, it decreased. And social media is one of the two reasons about it. It's because when you always watch TV, spend time on social media, or play video games, your brain is not thinking, and you are probably losing ability to concentrate yourself.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.